What up, what up? Welcome to the CO Show Podcast. I am your host, CO, and this is the CO Show Podcast coming to you every Monday. It's going to be dropping. Kiki, don't look at me funny. That's just me. Hard work got to be done. Anyway, this is the podcast where basically we look on social media all the time. You got Instagram, anything, and people just always love to see things and they love to comment on them. And Instagram is one of those places where people, they jump in the comments, hoping someone will reply to them, but they get their thoughts and feelings off in the comments all the time. And I felt like, you know what? Those people in the comment section never get a chance to really, really shine. And this is the podcast where I'm bringing all those people out the comment section, and they're going to be right here, right now on the CO Show Podcast. And today I got my girl Shantae with me. Shantae, what up?
Hi, y'all. What's
Shantae,
up?
Shantae, what's your Instagram?
It's God is good, bitch.
Whoa, how do you spell that? For all the slow people in the back like myself.
ISSGODDESSGOODBIH. Because I say big like fly. You know, a little bit.
Oh, wow.
Right. So
You wasn't short on letters that day, huh?
It's God is good, bitch.
So Shantae is tell them a little bit about yourself, Shantae. Like, what do you do? What you got going on?
Well, let's see. I work at the radio station.
Okay. But what's your
thing? I'm an inventor. Well, I'm an inventor. Mm-hmm. So I'm really smart. I'm in history books and shit.
What is your latest invention?
But I created a new absorbent menstrual cup for use by women during their cycle as an alternative to tampons. We're not going to talk about that today.
All right, for fellas like myself, we don't know what the fuck that was.
That's a product. Okay, so just say you're looking at a billionaire.
Uh-huh.
It's the product that's going to replace tampons. I'm working on launching that now. So it's something that's really real. It's in the works now. I have a mold. I have the patent. I have a team, and we're launching it.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
I'm also an author.
Okay.
I'm a banana connoisseur.
Okay, what's that?
I wrote a book called How to Eat a Banana.
Okay.
And
who was the target demo for this book?
The target demo for this book is women who like to improve their skills and men who want their women to improve their skills.
Okay, so where can I pick this book up at? Like, is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle. If you're on my Instagram, there's so many posts about it there.
So there's a link in your bio to
There's a link in my bio to it. I also do a workshop for hands-on instruction for people who don't like to read.
So basically what Shantae is telling y'all that she gives a class, she has a book, and she's teaching women how to give head.
A porn star.
Like a porn star.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I ain't gonna ask Shantae right now how she knows all that. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. But for now, we got this little section up front where we're basically, I asked you 10 questions.
Okay.
You got like 70, 85 seconds. We hadn't got the number of seconds down yet because
let's say 5 seconds for each.
You only got 3 seconds to answer each question.
3 seconds.
10 questions. Yes.
Ooh. So there's 30 seconds.
I'm a little slow, so I hope I can read where you can understand it and answer the questions, and I hope the people out there can understand my questions.
All right, let's go.
You ready?
Yep.
Is there ever a time where it's okay to sleep with your friend's ex?
Yep.
How long did you wait before introducing your child to someone?
Until I'm serious about, I got to be serious about them.
Oh, okay. Do you believe a woman can be the president?
Absolutely.
Should prostitution be legalized everywhere?
It already is. It's called marriage.
Whoa. If you were a man for a day, what would be the first thing you did?
I don't know. Jack my dick. I don't know.
Do you think you could survive life in prison?
Nigga, I done been in jail before. Absolutely, I could.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Would you agree to serve 3 years in prison if you knew you'd be rich once you were released?
No, nigga. I can be rich without going to prison.
No, but what I'm saying... Okay. I'll take that.
No. Not voluntarily.
What means more to you, family or a lifetime friendship with somebody that's not your family?
Oh. I guess lifetime friendships. Because family, yeah. Family and friends. How about that?
Have you ever bullied someone before in life?
Well, my sisters call me a bully, but I think I'm very nice.
Okay. If you died today and we unlocked your cell phone, what would we conclude about you?
Oh my God, this bitch is a freak.
Okay, people.
So you're a freak.
No, you're a freak. It's gotta be said twice. Wow. Well, I do that little game right there just to give people an understanding of who you are, how you think.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, just listening to you, you're a wild person, right? I ain't even gonna lie to you. Only thing I would say though is if you could survive life in prison, why wouldn't you just do 3 years to be rich?
I could survive, but because I can be rich without going to prison. Didn't you just hear? I'm an inventor, nigga.
Okay.
Like,
I
patent.
understand that part, but let's say you weren't an inventor and you didn't have this $1 million or $1 billion invention already on the way.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm a hustler, so I grew up hustling. Like my grandmother was illiterate, but we were the candy lady. We sold fish plates. We sold Freaknik t-shirts. So I've always had it. So it's like it's never been a time when I couldn't get it. So getting money is something that's easy to me.
Okay.
So like. You got to give me something else.
I want to get to this first story, but I want to go back to one thing you just said. I asked you basically, I said, should prostitution be legal? And you said it already is. It's called marriage. Expound on that.
Oh, so most people when they get marriage
wives
is a contract.
Are prostitutes?
Absolutely. Marriage is like a contract. Most people when they get married, they want to sign prenups and stuff. If you divorce, they want to, like, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that. It's always like a money thing. It boils down to money. It's a contract. It's a business transaction.
Wow.
And prostitution is a business transaction. You trade money for sex. And with marriage, the man got to come with all this. You got to pay for a wedding. You got to buy this. You got to buy the ring. You do so much stuff. And I be like.
So what about non-married women in prostitution?
What do you mean?
Do you think that should be legal?
Absolutely. I believe you should be able to do whatever you want with your body. And if you want to get paid for it, then...
Do you think you should get paid for it? Do you think you should be running around doing it for free? Or do you think you should get paid for it?
I think you should have worth. I'm priceless, so there's no...
Everybody has a price.
But
sorry.
No. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I think if you're doing something, then there should be compensation. And it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary compensation or whatever. I just think there should be an exchange always.
You should feel like you're getting something out of it. Other than just...
Right. It should be a mutual benefit.
Okay. Well, speaking of prostitutes, we have Robert Kraft, he's the owner of the New England Patriots, and he owns a bunch of other stuff in Massachusetts, from what I was told. Okay. And during the NFL playoffs, I think it was the day of the AFC championship. He basically walked up in and out of a spa in Jupiter, Florida, and he has been accused basically lately of soliciting that's alleged. But he's been accused of soliciting women for prostitution. Okay. And for me, I feel like if you're a billionaire, and this is just straight up and down, I can't put it no way sideways. If you worth $1 billion, even if you worth $1 million, and this man is worth $1 billion, you can buy as many women as you want, and I don't give a damn who says what. You should be able to buy women if you feel like it, if you worth that kind of money. Like, you've worked hard enough in your life, and I don't care if you inherited it. You got enough bread to do what you want to do.
I think that you should be able to buy women that are willing to sell themselves, because not all women are willing.
I'm not saying slaves. I'm saying if a woman's willing to sell herself, you should be able to buy her, and nobody should be able to tell you that's illegal.
Absolutely. If y'all making a mutual exchange, that's why they should say it's a donation, like it's a charity. So you're not paying for pussy. This is a donation.
Oh no, you paying for
then vagina. It's not illegal.
Let me ask you this though, Shantae.
What?
That man worth $1 billion. How much do you think he paid for that vagina in that spa that day?
Maybe he wants high class hookers, so about 10,000.
10,000?
Yeah, about 10,000.
I'm about to blow your mind. Yeah. That man paid $79.99 for that vagina.
Get the fuck out! He paid $80 for some pussy.
$80.
Oh, so he like them ratchets.
Why you think she ratchet? She could have been beautiful.
$80. $80.
Some girls don't know their self-worth.
Ratchet.
I'm just telling you.
$80.
Some girls
bottom of the barrel. $80, nigga.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You're selling your vagina at a spa. How much you think you supposed to be worth?
I don't know, but it's worth more than $80 damn dollars. I don't care.
Not even 80, 79, 90. Ain't no taxes at the spa.
Was she a crackhead?
Huh?
Was she a crackhead?
Well, we don't know if she does drugs in her free time.
Well, then that might be. Maybe she's a junkie. 80. I couldn't imagine it. A real prostitute.
That man. And that's alleged, so we won't. He pled not guilty. Yes, like this morning, actually. He pled not guilty to the situation.
Because he said he gave her a donation?
No, he said he didn't do it at all. But the police, the local authorities are saying that basically they have him on camera going in and out of that spa on the day of the AFC Championship game.
Do they have him on camera actually engaging in intercourse, though?
No, I'm sure there are no cameras once you get inside.
You never know. Because
this was supposed to be like a sting situation where the spa's not supposed to know about it, so I don't think the spa is going to allow you to insert cameras in their business. So
you think maybe they set him up?
I think they set anybody up in the situation. I don't think they were specifically going for him. I think they were going for men, period, whoever went in and out of that place. And the reports show that basically he's not even the most famous person that went in that spa. Like there's other names that are bigger than his. So we just have to wait for that situation to unfold. Wow. That's wild. But what kind of jail time do you think he's going to get if
He's not going to get any jail time. He'll probably get like a fine, probation, maybe. Not even probation. He'll probably get a fine. It'll be thrown out. Probably $1,000. So more than he paid.
You spent $80 on a vagina and
$1,000 to get out, right?
That's most definitely. Hey man, you're a billionaire. You should be having somebody bring you chicks to your hotel or something.
Absolutely.
But the problem with that is, someone said to me today, if girls come to him privately, they're gonna know who he is. They ain't accepting $79.99.
Maybe not, because I didn't know who the hell he was.
But you ain't pulling up on no nigga hotel room for $79.
I'm not pulling up on no nigga hotel room for shit unless I like him like that. Like, no, you can't pay me to get me to come to your hotel.
So you for the free as long as you like that.
I'm not for the free. I'm for mutual benefit. I got to like you. Like, I want to build something with you.
As long as you like him like that.
It ain't no, look,
so
nigga.
Ain't no guy out here you will pull up on his hotel and you ain't getting nothing out of it but dick.
Yeah, but he shall forever remain nameless.
Hold on, this has already happened? Whoa. Whoa. Hold on, let me do my math right quick. How long ago was this?
My dick appointments will not be discussed. I don't kiss and tell.
Okay, keep it to yourself.
But the mutual benefit is we enjoy each other.
Okay.
So I don't need him for anything. He don't need me for anything. But we enjoy each other's company. There's mutual benefit in that.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How many young men are you currently enjoying their company?
I don't have young men.
I mean, how many men, period? Let's take the young part away.
I have 3 guy friends. 1 that I enjoy intimately and 2 that we just hang out and stuff.
The other 2 you just hang out with?
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the intimate part.
So you're this whole new multi-dating thing.
It's not new. I just think that
I'm talking about the term is new.
Multi-dating? Okay. Yeah. Well, I think that you should multi-date. If you haven't found what you want in one person, then why settle? So I'm not being cuffed right now. I'm not in a committed relationship.
Okay.
All my dudes know that it's not exclusive.
Okay.
So I think you should multi-date. Like, go out with people, have fun.
So there's guys currently who take you out, spend money on you for like dinners, flowers, and they're not getting any sex out of it whatsoever.
They're not getting any sex, but they're getting my company. I'm fun to be around.
I'm sorry.
I'm a fun person.
Sex is the only thing being paid for.
No. Like some people enjoy being with other people, especially people like, you feel this energy? You say you wanted me here? Yeah. My energy is good. People like being around me.
Well, I think you have a lot of personality, and I'm guessing that's what the same thing they think.
Exactly. So we hang out.
So you think that's all they want?
No, they want more than that. And then their friends don't know whether we're intimate or not because we don't talk about it. So they get to show me off to their friends, and it looks like...
Oh, they over there lying to their friends.
I don't give a fuck what they say. Look, it looked like they got, you know what I'm saying, a really cool chick that's with them or whatever.
She got her shit together.
Exactly. So they just like being able to hang out with me, and that requires certain things. So I like going to nice places. I like nice things, and they don't mind doing those things for me.
What would it take for somebody to take you off the market and just be with this one man?
It would have to be, for me, it would have to be somebody that it would take me a lifetime to learn about, because I get bored easily.
Okay.
So it's like after a few months, you feel like you know a person, and oh, I guess this is it. Like,
you tired of doing the same thing,
right? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, you find people that are cool with Netflix and chill, and sometimes that's okay. But if that's everything, if Netflix and chill is all you like, no, I want to jet set and build. I want to do stuff, go places, have fun, like live life.
Why don't you get girlfriends who you're just friends with and like jet set around and
then have a couch potato?
No, but you could build with him. You may be able to build with him, but and he may have to step outside his comfort zone and do certain things, but.
I want a man who wants to build an empire with me. A man who's already working on building his empire, who wants to help me build mine too, so we can build each other up.
Well, what if he's boring? What if he's willing to help you build your empire, but he's boring?
Then he's not for me.
Chantel, you are going to always be dating 3 people if you think that you're going to get all these things out of one man.
I had it before.
Okay.
I was in love before.
Okay.
I was in a
what did he do for a living?
Don't worry about that.
No. That's important. That's important.
Okay.
Did he do what he did legal or illegal?
He was a pharmacist.
Is it legal or illegal?
He's in the pharmaceutical market.
No, I'm asking you a question. And I'm only saying that because, and I'm not judging him.
Right.
But I'm only saying that because if he's a pharmacist and it's illegal, what I'm saying to you is there's no good ending to that situation. That situation ends the exact same way every time.
The thing with us is we were best friends.
Okay.
And we did things. We went places. We did things. He got me. I got him. So it was like, and it was always something new.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But we grew apart because I started wanting different things out of life and he wanted to stay the same.
Really?
Right.
So he didn't want to build anymore. He felt like he
wanted to just stay in the pharmaceutical market.
And you wanted to go be around white people
and I wanted to build this empire, this feminine care empire.
Well, he could have stayed in the background and let you get up there on what's that show called?
What?
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
You could have been on Shark Tank. He could have been in the back.
He could have, but that's not the route that he wanted to take. He's strictly interested in pharmaceuticals.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's his business.
Well, eventually he probably gonna go to jail. And speaking of jail, we have another situation going on in the news for the past 3 days with Michael Cohen. You heard about the Michael Cohen situation? Michael Cohen was Trump's lawyer for 10 years straight.
Last night.
And he is going to jail for 3 years starting in March, sometime in the end of March. He's going to jail for 3 years for basically lying to Congress about his dealings with Trump and Russia and all that whole situation.
Right.
And he lied under oath, so he's going to have to serve 3 years in prison for that.
Okay. Lil' Kim did it too.
Who?
Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim only served a year.
But I'm saying she had to go to prison for lying under oath.
She was probably somewhere at a camp. She was at summer camp for 12 months. No, but real talk. So for me, I look at that situation because they basically, in the past 3 days, he's had to testify in front of, what is it? Capitol Hill. He's been on Capitol Hill testifying in front of those people for the past 3 days. The second day was yesterday. It was live on TV all day from like 10:30 in the morning to like 5 o'clock. And I watched basically the whole thing while I was sitting at my computer. And I felt like this man, like they basically asked him, look, you're going to keep lying. You're going to tell the truth. We'll take leniency on you. The Democrats basically said, we'll take leniency on you if you decide to come out and tell the truth about what happened and Trump. Because they're trying to get to the bottom of what really happened as far as like the Russia collusion with Trump and things with his finances, all the things he tries to keep secret.
To cover up.
Like he tries to cover up. They wanted this man to basically get on TV and answer a whole bunch of questions. And I watched the whole situation and I'm feeling like, wow, like this guy, like he's been labeled as a liar.
Was he Trump's attorney at the time?
Yeah, no, he's not a Trump's attorney anymore, but he was Trump's attorney for 10 years.
Isn't that illegal though?
That's attorney-client privilege,
right?
But he's barred from being an attorney for he's
disbarred now.
As of 2 days ago, he's disbarred forever. Like so he can no longer practice.
I didn't know that. So if you're disbarred, there's no longer attorney-client privilege?
Yeah, you can break your attorney-client privilege, but you're going to be disbarred. So, but because he was disbarred already, it doesn't make a difference.
Got you.
But what I'm saying to you is this man's he did it for his family, and people believe in the whole no snitching situation. And I personally feel like if you got family, I'm asking you, like, if you have a family, you have kids at home, do you believe you should not snitch and just take the ride in jail?
I think if you're in whatever lifestyle that is, you should go with the consequences.
You should. Even if you got a child, even if you have a daughter, a young son or daughter, or both at home, and you got a wife or a husband, you think they should just take the ride and take whatever years they're given just to be loyal to the people who were not loyal to them anyway. I
think you should be loyal to people who are loyal to you. In the Cohen situation or whatever, it speaks on his character, his moral fiber as well, because he was still working for Trump for those 10 years, knowing that he's that type of person. So that just lets us know that he's that type of person as well. Okay. Now you snitching and you telling because you want a lesser sentence, but you're the same. Birds of a feather flock together. So you're just like him. Now you're just telling us about his part, but you were there during all of this, going right along with it. So you the same.
All right. Speaking of multi-dating and loyalty and all that, this takes me to the story that's been happening over the past couple of days with Jordyn Woods, who's Kylie Jenner's best friend, basically damn near all her life. And you have Kylie's sister Khloe, who has a boyfriend, which is Tristan Thompson, who plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Basically, they were in the club. They had a little private party or whatever, and it was one of those parties where you go in LA and they tell you, hey, no cell phone. You can come in, but no cell phones allowed. Okay. And basically, one of the blog people went to that party, just trying to fish for information, see what's going on. And on this night, basically, it was stated that Jordyn Woods, which is Kylie's best friend, got all cozy with Tristan Thompson, and basically she spent the whole night with Tristan Thompson. Okay. And for me, I'm just like, wow, that's crazy right there. But for me, that's kind of Tristan Thompson's thing. He's cheated on Khloe before. And so it's not really a wow moment for me as far as him cheating. It's really more of how close it was. It's almost like cheating with one of her sisters, because it was her sister's best friend. She had been around the family. And it's just one of those things where it looks messy, but it kind of goes along with the Kardashian clan and what they got going on.
For that situation, I kind of think that this is for their ratings for their show, like publicity. And
so you think it's fake?
I do. And I think in the end, it's going to come out. Jordan's going to apologize. They're going to be back friends again. And it's going to all, you know what I'm saying, be okay. But in the event that it is real, I'm like, Kylie, wasn't China your friends, your sisters, you know what I'm saying, friends with your sister when you started sleeping with Tyga?
So you're saying this family has no room?
They man eaters. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, it goes. And then with the Tristan thing, wasn't he with a pregnant girl when he got with Khloe? So I'm like, that's your karma.
He wasn't. It was stated that he was not with her. She was pregnant. Okay. But they were no longer together.
Okay, so people be pregnant for 9 months. So he had to have been with her in that last, you know what I'm saying, short time
but people
span.
Move on.
And they're having a baby together. So baby mamas never go away.
I mean, you can't go away from baby mama. There's a baby involved. Exactly. But what I'm saying to you is you can very easily have sex with a nigga and y'all decide one night, just one night.
Offset's new baby mama.
Yeah, you can. We don't know about that. But you can have sex with a chick for one night.
Right.
Decide, you don't really like her like that. Sex was cool, but she ain't really. And you got her pregnant. So now,
Plan
2
B.
weeks from now.
Plan B.
Some women won't take a Plan B. We ain't going to get on that. Some women will refuse to take a Plan B. I don't know what they trying to do with their life, but some women will be like, I ain't really trying to do that. I ain't really trying to mess up my system. I ain't doing that.
But you trying to have a baby by a nigga you don't know?
Yeah, that's what they trying to do for so many words.
That's retarded.
But hey, man, some people are desperate. Some people need love in life.
Okay, well, I can't speak on how anybody get love. That mental process doesn't resonate with me. I couldn't fathom having a child with somebody I didn't know. So
that happens every day of the week, by the way.
Right, but that process just doesn't. I don't get how they think.
I tell people, if you ever really want to figure out who's I tell my friends all the time, guys, I'm like, bruh, if you ever want to know who a chick is, get her pregnant, and you gonna find out who she is. You're gonna find out the real her. And it ain't going to be pretty a lot of the times, because it's one of those situations. I don't know if it's one of those things where it's a hormone thing.
Right.
Or it's just because my mom always taught me when I was younger. She always said, son, if a woman has a baby by you and 9 times out of 10, she wants that situation to work out. She does.
Right.
And she said, even if the situation was shitty, she initially wants that situation to work out. And that always stuck with me.
Right.
So for me, when a woman figures out that situation isn't going to work out, oh, my brother.
I think your mom was maybe a little naive because there are women that go around poking holes in condoms or whatever just for a check. They want a baby for
But I get that
a check
part.
or to be attached to a celebrity or something.
I get that part. But what I'm saying to you, and my mom is in her 50s. Gotcha. So what I'm saying to you is I don't really know. I'm sure there were women doing it before. Mm-hmm. But for a check, I don't really know how popular it was to be doing that. It definitely ain't what it is now. Back
I think
then,
it was always that popular. It's just we didn't have the internet and social media and all that stuff. I think women been.
Who were they getting pregnant by? Because there was no athletes.
There were
back
athletes.
Then. No, it wasn't.
When? Back when?
Do you know the NBA started?
Oh, so you're saying?
No, I'm serious. Do you know when it started?
We had football. You think NBA is the only?
Both of those are not that old.
Okay, I'm sure we had. Nigga, in Rome, they were throwing disc and shit. Like they had. I'm just saying.
Nigga, we are in Atlanta, Georgia.
No, but I'm just saying, sports have been around for forever.
They have not been around forever. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Okay. Professional men have been around for forever.
No, they
men
have
with
not.
Money. Okay, the man that will go and kill the damn goat and bring it home. Men that go and provide for the family.
The goat man, you may have a point with.
So everybody wants the nigga that's going to provide. How about that?
Which is why I told you that white man should be able to walk in there and get vagina for $79.99 with no problems.
Well, that's what I said. I don't have a problem with prostitution. I think I don't think there should be laws that are on people's bodies. Like if you want to sell pussy, you should be able to legally do it. Oh, if you want to sell pussy, you should be able to legally do it. I'm not knocking nobody for what they do. Get your money however you want.
Do you think prostitution is more prevalent now? Like just with like the internet and all that. Do you think like it's much bigger now?
No, I just think it's always been there. Mm-hmm. Niggas always want what they can't have. Mm-hmm. There are always going to be some women who are not doing what they should be doing at home or not satisfying their men, but the man is not going to leave. So he just wants some sexual satisfaction outside of that. And there's always been other women, side bitches, hoes, whatever you want to call them, that are willing to do it. Thotties, Tatiana now, that's the new term. Like, it's always been that way. So
you don't blame, like, what do you think about Jordyn Woods?
I think... Well, from what I read, she said it was the alcohol. So she took the T-Pain route and just blamed it on the alcohol. So I'm going to give her, she was drunk.
So do you think it's possible for somebody to get super drunk and sleep with somebody else's man?
Absolutely.
That she knows? Absolutely?
Yep.
How's that ever happened to you before?
I plead the fifth. I'm just saying.
Okay. What year was this?
I'm just saying it is possible to get completely drunk and sleep with somebody who you ordinarily would not have looked twice at.
Okay, I saw a story that came out today just to kind of like piggyback that subject. This same girl, Jordyn Woods, basically was said to have slept with Chloe's other ex, James Harden, the day after she hooked up with Tristan Thompson. But this one was said to have asked Chloe, was it cool before she did it?
So
do you think there's a code?
Vendetta.
Do you think there's a code?
I think there is a code. I think if you're really close, okay, so acquaintances don't count. And the way my mind works, like if a guy is still out here looking, if he's in a relationship, has a girlfriend, but they're not married, obviously to me, they're not committed if he's still out here looking.
So you don't respect relationships, you respect marriage.
I don't respect dudes that are out here being in a relationship or being with somebody, but it's not committed. So I'm like, if you're out here and you're still looking, then obviously your situation isn't that serious. Okay. So you're fair game.
Really?
Yeah, you're fair game.
So you would not, a young woman who's at home, or a woman who's at home, got this boyfriend, thinking he's all world, and he's out cheating on her. You don't have any respect for her because they haven't been to a courthouse.
She's not my concern. I'm not going to ask about her.
Okay.
Like, she's not my concern. If he's out here and he's dating, he's not married, then he's my concern.
Really?
Yeah. If we're dating, we're getting to know each other, whatever. That's why I say multi-date. So I'm dating, he's dating, or whatever. You're trying to figure out what you want.
Multi-dating is for people not in a relationship.
Who says that? Who made those rules?
I'm telling you what it is.
How can you? Who made the rules?
That woman.
Who made the rules?
Every single grown person makes their own rules.
Exactly.
I get that,
so
Shantae.
It's not what society says. It's what you decide is good for you.
But I'm saying to you is if that man got with his girlfriend and they both decided to be in a monogamous relationship, he is not open to multi-dating. He's only open to cheating. That's it.
Okay, well,
you may be still open to multi-dating.
How do I know they're in a monogamous relationship? I've never asked about her.
Well, have you ever met her?
No.
Have you ever spoken to her on the phone?
No. Why would
Then he's probably in a monogamous relationship.
Why would I want to speak? How do you figure that? How do you figure?
Dude, if I have a girlfriend and I never introduce you to her, then I'm not open to...
Why would you introduce your girlfriend or somebody else you're dating? Do you think
because we're openly dating.
But do you think I introduce my dudes to each other?
No,
exactly.
They probably don't even know. Do they know about each other?
They know we're not exclusive.
No. Do they know about each other? No.
We don't have conversations about them. No.
Just say no.
We don't have conversations about, hey, were you dating or were you with somebody? It's just not exclusive. And that's a known fact.
If you and a guy are dating and you have another guy that you're dating, does he know Shantae is dating another nigga? I may not know his name.
He knows that Shantae is not exclusive and that there are other men that are interested in me. I'm not a trophy. You can't put me on the shelf.
It's not.
I'm like a heavyweight championship.
Listen to the words Shantae says.
You gotta keep fighting for this forever.
No.
Yes.
Shantae, I understand that, and I don't have any issues with that. What I'm saying to you is, you're trying to act like you're being honest and upfront, and you're really not.
I am.
You're saying they know that you're not exclusive.
So that
I'm saying, do they know about each other?
We've never had that conversation. We've never had that conversation.
Fellas, Shantae is still on the market. Tell me your Instagram. Get Shantae.
It's got its good bit. And I am still on the market. I'm not in a committed relationship.
Okay. If I didn't know you and I looked at your Instagram, what would I think about you?
You would probably think I'm a freak.
Really? What are you doing on your Instagram?
I'm not doing anything. There actually aren't very many pictures of me on my Instagram, but I post a lot of explicit content.
Really? Mm-hmm. Have you been flagged?
No.
Okay, it's not that explicit.
No, because the people that follow me, they want to see the stuff that's on my Instagram.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Shantae is kind of wild, man. She will basically...
I'm just open to experiencing life.
Would you call yourself a free spirit? I love free spirits.
I call myself unorthodox. I think I'm just unorthodox and unconventional, and I don't follow society's norms. So I'm like, I don't let society dictate how I should act or behave or carry myself in the world.
So do you have, like in dating, do you have rules for yourself? Like, yeah, even if I like a guy, I'm not going to go to his crib the first time, like we hang out. Or do you just do what feels right to you that day?
I'm more of a feeling person. I usually go with how I feel. But ordinarily, I don't go to a person's house. Okay. Like we usually meet out or whatever. I have to get to know you and develop like some kind of chemistry or bond or some type of trust before I'm willing to just come to your house. So we usually just meet out. I drive my car, you drive your car, we meet.
Y'all meet somewhere.
Yeah, restaurant. You so silly.
Okay. Shantae got multi-dating down pat, man. She'll look confused for a few parts of it. But she clearly is being honest and upfront, saying, hey, we ain't gotta talk about who I am fucking with. But just know this ain't exclusive, and I gotta respect that. Like,
exactly.
That is what it is. You remind me. What do you think about like Blac Chyna and like Amber Rose? Do you think they're kind of like those same people? Do you think they get a bad rap, or do you think that's exactly who they really are?
I think that's who they are. They're out there. I think their childhoods, their lives, the way they carry themselves. In the public, you only see what is posted on Instagram. You don't see them in their private lives or whatever, so you can only go by that. So it does look like they're like wild thoughts. It
looks like they're wild thoughts.
It does, but I don't know them personally, so I couldn't say
we don't know
that.
Any of these people
exactly, so I couldn't say like, for sure. They could be getting paid to act like they're dating these guys.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Just for clout. Like, you never know what's going on behind the scenes or whatnot. But like for Amber Rose, she was with Kanye for a long time.
Yes.
They were in a relationship.
Yes.
So these girls that people are calling hoes or whatever, they're actually just been in a lot of public monogamous, or I don't know if they were monogamous, but relationships. Not just bouncing from guy to guy. They've been in actual relationships.
But I think that's kind of Kanye's thing, though. He likes hoes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Men like hoes, period.
I think men like hoes. There was a time.
Men love hoes.
I think now.
No, men love hoes.
Don't get me wrong. I think now it's more of a thing where guys, the younger guys, are wifing hoes. Mm-hmm. That wasn't a thing back in the day. Back in the day, guys were fucking hoes in private and maybe pillow talking and doing whatever they want to do, but they were not wifing them, and definitely not publicly. And even if there was no social media back then, you could still find out about it. That wasn't a thing. Like, it's a thing now where guys are wifing hoes.
I think that it's always been a thing. I think guys have always liked hoes. It was
no, we've always liked them.
Right, and wifed them as well.
No.
Man, let me tell you something. Most hoes are found in church. That's where you find them. And where they men go to find their wives? In church. You know what? Church is filled with a bunch of old hoes. And the pastor is the pimp.
Are you calling church women old hoes?
Old hoes that done went and found Jesus.
When was the last time you went to church?
I don't go to church because I'm not a hoe.
You have been... I can tell. You ain't been to church.
Exactly, because I'm not a hoe. I told you, church is filled with old hoes that's trying to find Jesus now. They tired of the streets.
So what is the pastor?
He the pimp.
So the pastor is pimping people in church.
The pastor is the pimp. Yes.
And the women in the church are old hoes. Are they after the pastor?
Old hoes. Yes, all of them want that pastor dick. They want to be the first lady.
I don't want to be struck down by God.
I'm just saying.
God, that is Shantae word. I did. And you gave me your opinion.
And I'm
talking to God right now.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Do you need a mediator?
I like God. I go to church. And I'm just telling God, bruh. Oh, that's Shantae right there. She do what she want to do. But anyway, sorry about that. That's wild. She thinks that the pastor is a pimp and the women in the church are all old thoughts.
They trying to find Jesus.
Did you grow up, like, who raised you? Let me ask you that question.
Who raised you?
Who raised you?
My grandmother.
Okay.
And
was she a church going woman?
Yes.
Was she an old thought?
Man, she had 13 kids.
So that's why you think all the women in the church are old?
I don't
were they by the same person?
Nope.
Really? Because I see a lot of situations, like my grandmother, I see a lot of situations where people, all of their kids, they had 9 kids,
but they all by the same.
They all by the same man. That was a thing back in the day. Like, you get a woman pregnant, and you're like, okay, well, might as well be with you. Like, we have kids together. We might as well keep having kids. And I think that's how people want people to act now. But we don't live in that day and age anymore. Like, that's not like having a baby by somebody doesn't mean you have to go be miserable and be with that person and just cheat on them forever.
Right.
But that's wild right there, man. Speaking of thoughts, like I said, Blac Chyna, she's been in the news lately.
Right.
Soulja Boy's been in the news lately. Tyga's been in the news lately. And Tyga and Soulja Boy been kind of going back and forth since Soulja Boy had his big thing on the Breakfast Club where he was talking trash about Tyga. But Soulja Boy basically came at Tyga and said, look, nigga, I fucked your baby mama and I played Fortnite with your son. And I was telling somebody this earlier, like, women don't understand, like, how serious those words are to men. Like,
the ego.
Like, it's our ego, but it's one of those things. It's like, yeah, you can fuck my baby mama. We're not together. Don't tell me you play Fortnite with my son. Like, don't be in public, especially in public. Like, you trying to make me look crazy. So for me, like, there's a certain respect I feel like men have to give other men, even if that man's no longer, like, around. Like,
well, I think,
like, if I meet a woman,
I don't think Soulja Boy owes him anything, but Chyna being his child's mom, she was the one that was supposed, like, that's just foul. Like, you don't invite a dude, especially one who has a public beef with the father of your child. You don't invite him into your life. You don't let him play with you. Like, you should know that this man is only coming at you for spite to get at him. Yeah. So that makes you look stupid in the end too. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I just think that was foul.
I don't really think she's worried about looking stupid. She kind of makes a lot of decisions.
Well, I think that's foul, like right? That's petty. Foul, spiteful, evil, vindictive shit. Like she must really, really hate Tyga.
But even away from that situation, I'm just talking about the respect as a man. Like if I meet a woman and she got a kid, there's even if I don't like him or she speaks bad of him, there's a certain respect I still give him as far as his child.
Okay,
like. I'm not going to disrespect him as far as his child. Now, when it comes to the woman I'm dating, as long as he don't disrespect her, we don't have a problem. But I understand having a kid like that, there's a certain respect that you're going to give to that man in a situation. And that's only men that know that.
Unless you don't like the man, unless you have a beef or some kind of spite.
Even if I don't like you as a man, I understand that's your child or children. And for me, I ain't one of those people like because for me, I don't play with you about your kids. Because for me, somebody will kill you over their child. Like some niggas is crazy.
Right.
Like, and for me, don't play with me like you can have her.
Right.
Don't play with me about him. That's all I care about.
Right. I feel you on that.
That's one of those situations where I feel like she's kind of playing with fire. Soulja Boy. He ain't even a tough dude. I think he's a really, really funny guy, and he knows how to use the internet. He really knows how to use the internet really well.
Manipulate the media.
But I will say that some things you just don't play with. And for me, I don't know Tyga like that. We don't know any of these people personally.
Right.
But if I was Tyga, I would look at him and say, bruh, don't play with me. Like, just, you don't want to do that. Like, real talk. Like, as a man to man, all jokes aside, all internet aside, don't get your ass whooped over playing games on the internet. And that just is what it is. And people can call me childish or whatever. You just don't play with the man's children. And even the other guy that she used to date, I don't even know his name. He jumped in a situation like talking shit to Tyga saying, oh, you play Fortnite? He was saying he played some other game or something. So I'm like.
So that speaks volumes on her parenting, her motherhood skills, her parenting skills, because you can't keep bringing all these men in and out of your young child's life. Like
that was my next question.
That's how
just
long?
Foul. Like you said, when you fall in love, I'm
serious about somebody.
Let's say you have a 10-year-old, right?
So let me just tell you about when my daughter's father and I broke up or whatever. Okay. I didn't date until my daughter turned 18.
Wow. How old was she when
I'm telling y'all
up?
how old I am. Oh, scratch that.
Oh no, that stays. Would you like to go back to who the nigga was?
No, honey, he's a street nigga. But anyway, okay. So when I broke up, I didn't introduce anybody. Nobody got to meet my daughter. How old was she?
Let me ask you that. How old was your daughter when you broke up?
Let's see. She was like 14, 15.
Okay.
And I didn't date anybody
for 3 years.
I didn't date anybody and bring them home. I went out or whatever, but nobody got to meet my daughter.
Okay.
So I didn't want her to have a stepdad. I didn't want any other man to be, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell her what to do or be a part of her life. I wanted her dad to still be her superhero. So there was never opportunity for anybody to come in. I would never use my child as a pawn to make him mad.
I feel like for me, it's not, I don't know that it's easy because I can't ever tell a woman, oh, it's easy to date when you have a child and you're a single mother. I don't know that. But what I'm saying to you is I wanted to know for women who has a child who's probably like 7 or 8. So they're young, but they're not so young where they don't know what's going on and they're super impressionable.
Right.
I want to know how long does she wait to have someone meet her child? Because these are the two things I look at it as is like, okay, yeah, you shouldn't bring somebody around your kids, but it's like if you wait too long and you done fell in love with him, let's say his connection with your child ain't that great, and your child looking at you like, yeah, I don't like him, like, and they have valid points why they don't like him. So for me, how long does a person wait to introduce someone to their child?
I just say you make sure that you like that person. I never said when I'm in love with. I just said once I'm serious about them. So they pass all your checks, whatever your checks are. You know, they this, they that. You all have the same moral values. You know, y'all have the same views on this. Y'all compatible. Y'all have good chemistry, and you're like, okay, we could possibly be serious. Right there at that point is when you introduce your child. Because you want to get your child's vibe too. Like, you know how they say your pets, they let you know people's energy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So you want to bring them around family. You want to bring them around your child and get to interacting with them in a family environment to make sure they mesh before you go to a real serious relationship. So when you're at the point where you're thinking about getting serious and you like them, then that's the time. But people that you're just casually dating and you're not sure about, there's no point in them meeting your children, especially if they're going to be gone in the next 2 or 3 months anyway.
Well, I guess
a person usually, like, since I get bored easily, a person usually lasts maybe about 3 to 6 months for me.
3 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm. And
so you could be dating a guy for 6 months and he has never met your child who lives with you.
Yeah.
Wow. That means he's never been in your house.
Exactly.
Or really?
Yeah, I've had a stalker before, so I don't really invite people to my house. I have to get to know you, and like you for real before I get that serious and let you come to my house.
I guess for me, like if I met a girl and I'm dating her for 6 months and I've never been to her house, I would start to question if she has a house. Like, all bullshit aside.
Really?
Yes. I'm like, I've never been to your house. I've never, like, 6 months.
6 months?
6 months seems like a very long time.
That's not a very long time.
Like, people are Africans getting married in 6 months. Are you serious?
But I'm just saying, so let's say you start dating somebody.
Yeah.
In 2 months, you invite them to your house. Now you decide after that 3rd month, you don't like them no more. But they so attached to you now, they stalking your ass and they popping up. You don't want to move. You don't want to sell your house. You like it. I love where I stay.
That's why it's called 911. Dial it. There are people
ain't nobody
there to help
got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for doing all that. You don't want somebody lurking around your house.
Do they know
or popping
where you work?
Up. Yep, I don't care. They can pop up at the job.
So you would.
They can pop up. There's a lot of witnesses at the job.
But you can lose your job with someone popping up at your job.
I don't.
That's how you pay your bills.
Yeah, but I don't think, like, stalkers, they don't move like that. They want to lurk and stalk. And
I don't think stalkers have any, like...
Yes, they do.
I don't think there's a code to stalking, things they won't do.
No, I had a stalker, and he basically lurked around my house. I changed jobs. I moved. I changed my number, everything, so...
Really? How long ago was this?
This was like 10 years ago. This was a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I would never say that I've ever done anything stalkerish personally. I am the type of person, though, if we're dating and if you ignore me, I will show up to where you at. I don't know if that's considered stalking.
It depends on how often you do that. And if you
it depends on how often you ignore me.
You're a stalker, nigga.
Call it what you want. No, I'm one of those people. If I'm trying to dial you and it ain't...
Why you just don't get the look? If I'm dialing somebody and they not picking up, I'm going to stop dialing.
No, I'm
not. If I'm texting you and you're not texting back, I'm going to stop texting you.
Let me tell you something. The moment I stop is when that 10 minutes start. It's going to be 10 minutes and I'm going to be there.
Oh, no.
Wherever you at.
Oh, hell no. You probably buy a phone and then turn, goddamn, find my iPhone on and be like, bitch, where you at?
Oh, no. I know where she is already.
Oh, my God.
I'm so crazy
Let me tell you what my stalker, he bought me a car, a white Lexus.
Oh, so he owns you.
No, but let me tell you, the reason why he bought it, he had OnStar in it so he could track me every fucking where I went. Like,
if the nigga bought a Lexus, he has the right to turn OnStar on and find you.
No, you don't.
He didn't buy you a drink in the club and follow you around. He bought you a car.
So that don't mean turn OnStar and then pinpoint my location everywhere I go.
Was it new?
Yes, it was new.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Leather seats, air conditioning.
Does Lexus come with cloth seats? I don't think they even come with the itchy seats, do they?
I don't know. Back in high school, this chick had a Lexus. It was leather.
Leather. That's what I'm saying. They don't come with the itchy seats, the cloth seats. I call them itchy seats.
Hey, what? I think if a man buys you a car, he reserves the right to follow you around in that motherfucker.
No,
sorry.
he doesn't.
He does.
No,
okay. Every dollar, people don't spend money. People spend money for a reason. If you didn't want to be followed or stalked, you should have bought your own car.
I had a car.
Did you give the car back?
I did.
You did?
I absolutely did.
Oh, I commend you on that. I didn't think you gave it back. Did. I would have sold it.
Why?
I'm one of those people, like, if you gave it to me and whose name was on it?
Mine.
Your name was on it and you gave it back?
Yeah, I give, like, if I leave, I'm giving you everything back. When I left my ex, I gave his engagement ring back. I give everything back because I don't want you coming saying I owe you jack.
Well, let me tell you about giving everything back or somebody not giving everything back. Have you ever had someone be petty when y'all broke up and took something from you that was super petty? Like just something that he felt like, oh, I know she liked this. I'm taking this shit back.
That's why I give it back because you don't have the opportunity to be that petty. Be like, well, give me this back because I gave you all your shit back anyway. I don't want nothing.
I ain't giving everything back. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Everything. You can have it all, nigga. I'm on to the next.
I was actually kind of salty after I broke up with somebody one time and they kept the sneakers that was brand new that she purchased. I felt like, bruh, you know I like those shoes. What the hell you doing?
And she kept them?
She kept them.
That's what you get.
That was petty.
But you would have took something back if you would have bought her something.
No, I wouldn't. That's not who I am.
You just said.
No, I said I'm not the person who's going to take my shit back.
Okay.
Like, bruh, it's money spent.
You said you wouldn't give stuff back either.
Huh?
You wouldn't give stuff back.
No, I would rather not see you.
But why not just leave all that shit in the box or just leave all of it and then just
got time to go get a box.
You don't have, okay, just leave it. Just leave everything.
Put it in the mail.
I'm not mailing it.
Why not?
Just give it back. Like, whatever is, like, if I have stuff at your house or whatever, I'm not going to take it with me. If there's stuff that you've given me, bags,
so
shoes.
you're gonna go to your house, bag that shit up, and take it to him and say,
no, it's mostly like big items. So I would say maybe not everything. Because, like, clothes, bags, shoes, and stuff like that, mostly kept. But big items like jewelry, cars.
So niggas buy you cars.
Like that. Yeah. Don't you buy, when you buy your girlfriend a car?
Oh, y'all were in a relationship. I thought you say he turned into a stalker. I'm like, how can your boyfriend be a stalker?
He did. We dated for 9 months and he turned into a stalker when I said,
well, maybe I'm a stalker.
I think we should just be friends. He was like, no, bitch. No.
No, you bought you a car.
So I gave it back.
Yeah, once you gave it back. But I'm saying to you, anytime somebody buys you something of that amount of money, like, and it's brand new, like, he ain't gonna buy you no bucket. He ain't buy you no A to B, no little 200,000 mile car.
No.
He bought you a new car.
So?
You owe him the right to tell him where you at.
No, I don't. Well, then ask me where I'm at. Don't spy on me. Then ask me where I'm at. See, that was a behavior that made us go left anyway. Like, you spying on me, you insecure, you just thinking shit, like you just putting shit in the atmosphere.
So what was your behavior like though? Because sometimes
I wasn't multi-dating.
No. I'm not saying you were. I was just
dating him.
But sometimes when you...
But I was a stripper. I was a dancer.
Oh, that's the whole fucking problem. That's where... You should have started the whole conversation with I was a stripper and then expounded from there. Then I would have known what the whole problem was.
He wanted me to quit my job.
He living in insecurity. Of course he bought you a car.
He wanted me to quit my job.
If I buy her a car, maybe she'll quit her job and stop working so hard.
He wanted me to quit my job. And I was just like, nigga, no. Like, no.
So did he come to was he one of those people who come to the strip club? Like, my girlfriend work at the strip club. I can't make her stop working there.
He actually hated strip clubs.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't like strip clubs. I don't know. He's just like they nasty, filthy places. He just didn't like strip clubs. And he wanted me out of there.
He wanted to date a woman who worked at that nasty, filthy place.
Yeah. And he was a nigga that'd be like, you don't have to do this. You shouldn't be in here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this. And I'm like, I know I don't have to do this. I filled out an application. I paid for a permit to do this.
Okay.
I know I don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I want to. This isn't, you know what I'm saying, something that I was forced into.
Where did he meet you at?
He met me at the club.
He met you at a place he didn't like to go.
They were at a bachelor's party for one of his friends. And he came along and he was just
what it is about him that made you say...
He wasn't the average guy that used to, like, he wasn't trying to go home with the girls. He wasn't all over the girls trying to touch he didn't even really want to dance or whatnot. He was just cool, laid back, just chill.
Okay. And
I was just like, oh, he is kind of cool. And we just got to talking. I was over there dancing for his friends and stuff and whatever. He was just like, you don't even have to dance. And he just paid me. Oh, okay.
You like niggas that pay you to do nothing.
Exactly.
You ain't do nothing for it.
He was like, you ain't even got to dance. He just wanted to talk. He just wanted to converse.
So that's what drew you in.
Right. And
he paid you to do nothing.
But we had a really good conversation too. He was smart. And he told me about his business and everything. And I was like, oh, he got his stuff together. So we did exchange numbers.
Okay.
And then we started talking and everything. And he was telling me how he felt about the club. And he didn't really like it. And he was like, you don't have to be in there and this, that, and the other. He started paying all my bills and everything, but I still danced.
I have a question about strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Why do women like to sit on your lap and tell you their life story? What are they trying to do? Are they trying to get money out of you?
I don't know. I never used to sit on guys' lap and tell them my life stories. I would talk to them about their life because I wanted them to tell me what was going on, why they was there, so that if I knew more about them, I could pull more out of them. Mm-hmm. And of course, I wanted to get them drunk so they spend more money. Were
you one of the girls who had to get drunk to dance, or were you just sober dancing?
No, I think every girl that works in a strip club is intoxicated in some form or another.
Drugs?
Yeah. Drugs, alcohol. I don't think there's maybe when they first start, but if they've been a stripper for more than a year, they on something. Because there's no way you can go in that place and be completely, totally sober and stay sane.
Really?
Yeah.
What would drive you crazy?
It's just the kind of
girls.
No, it's not even. Well, some of the girls are catty or whatever, and it's a competition, of course. But they're all different kinds of guys that come in there. And so at night, there's a different breed of people that come out. Like, people may not even be aware of this, but there's a different breed. They don't come out in the daytime. They don't have 9 to 5s.
Okay.
They're some creeps.
Really?
Yes. And a lot of them frequent strip clubs, right? Okay. There's some perverts, there's some freaks. There's like all kinds of just different foul guys. There's some guys that if you're dancing for them, so like I wouldn't sit in laps, but I have a thing that I do with my ass that make it move like water, just like that.
Okay.
And there's some guys that get off on that and they'll nut in their pants and you're like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, and it's just gross. Like,
it's a room full of naked women.
I'm just saying, don't have some composure.
Don't be surprised if one nigga decides to get off in that club. Niggas in prison are getting off over women's guards with clothes on.
Well, that'd be the kind of this thing, but you don't want that. You just want to dance and get your money. You're not there to get him off like that. Like, you're there, like, what I used to say is, I'm here.
But you're seducing.
Yeah, I'm here for your entertainment. Yeah. No touching. You get what I'm saying? So it's just
so you didn't like guys to touch.
I didn't want them to touch me. Get your grubby paws off me. I don't want you touching me. Just let me dance for you. If I move close to you, then great. But don't be reaching and touching and grabbing and groping on me.
Were dances $5 or $10?
$10. I used to work at Follies.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I need to find a $5 club. What a $3 club?
Blue Flame, $5. Pinups, $5.
Okay. Yeah. I know Blue Flame. Blue Flame is the shit. Like, I've always loved Blue Flame.
They used to be the ratchet spot. They came up a lot.
I liked it when it was the ratchet spot.
Right.
When they get popular, I don't like them no more.
They popular now.
Yeah, I know. They've been popular for a while.
Right.
But I've always had that question about strippers. Like, I never know why they do certain things. And for me, it's just like, I don't go to the strip club often because I'm that guy, like, I ain't spending no money. I ain't buying no section. I'm a waste of your time. I only ever go there because someone else wanted me to go.
Right.
Or I'm listening to new music. And being in radio, to hear new music, strip club is the number one place to go. Like, that's when an artist takes his music first. Because he wants to get the feel of the strippers.
Right.
See if they dance to it. So, and I know it sounds crazy if you're in a relationship with somebody and tell your girl, hey, I gotta go to the strip club
to listen to my music pop. Right.
You're like, nigga, you can go listen to the radio.
But that's the thing. So if girls gonna dance to it and we're gonna bounce, then it's gonna be a hit because they're gonna play it in the club and it's gonna get everybody crunk. So that's why the strip club is a place to test your music out. Because if you can play it and the girl get on stage and she starts twerking and guys start tipping her, they're like, okay, that's the reaction that you're gonna get in the regular club. Because believe it or not, most of the time when you go to the regular club, the strippers are the ones that are not dancing, but the girls that look down on strippers be out there dropping it and busting it open and doing all.
Oh, the girls that try to come to the strip club.
No, they come to the regular club and they be like, goddamn, get it, sis.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it'd be funny.
That's crazy right there. Like I said, I've always had those questions about the strip club.
Right.
I'm glad you could put me up on game on what's going on, or what used to go on and what's still going on in the strip club today. Never knew you danced at Follies before.
Yeah.
Always have a horrible time at Follies. Don't know why.
I just do. Something new every time you talk to me.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm scared of what the conversation is going to be tomorrow.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy. I want to thank Shantae for coming out here today, man. She did her thing. Shantae's always an incredible, like, personality. Like, She never disappoints. She always brings it. I can see why niggas would be around you and not having sex. I just don't know why they would do it for a long period of time.
Because of the possibility. It's like
the possibility,
the possibility of actually having nigga. Baby.
I'm just baby, no.
Baby.
I'm just telling you,
baby.
Unless you get naked doing something.
I've been stalked. Let me tell you, niggas don't stalk bitches
niggas
for
stalking
nothing.
for vagina that they ain't had.
Bitches don't stalk. Well, you're right about that, but
my point.
I get what you're saying. But no, I think the dudes that are around me or whatever, they're there because of the possibility of potentially being with me. Like,
hey man, I ain't mad at that. There's some guys out there doing that type of thing, and they kind of fucking it up for other guys because other guys feel different, and we just like, bro, we ain't putting all that work into somebody. Well, then
it would be like that's why I get bored so fast. So if a dude isn't willing to wait or whatever, because like if it happens, it happens. But if there's no chemistry, then we got to build towards it. It's probably not going to happen. He's probably end up getting friend zone anyway. Wow. But if you're not willing to go that mile, then you're going to be X'd out anyway.
Well, I'm going to be X'd out. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Like I said, I want to thank Shantae for coming out here today. She did her thing. A few quick points that Shantae made, like, if you want to be out here doing your thing, just be honest with everybody. Like, let every guy know, look, this is what it is. And until we decide that it's going to be something different, that just is what it is. And for all my ladies out there, as a guy who's dated women who have kid or multiple kids, stop introducing your kids to niggas and a bunch of, even if he's a nice guy, stop introducing your kids. They done call 5 different niggas daddy in a 5-year span, and now they confused. And now you got a daughter out here, and she acting the same way you acting at an early age because you ain't taught her nothing no better. I'm CEO. I'm your host for the day, y'all. You can check me on IG at the.co.show. That's my word for the day, y'all. Check me out next week.